There, I kind of feel like we saw a little bit of a different version of Ant Hefe yesterday because of the fact that he came in no lean, notably.
Just no lean. Ant Hefe said he don't be drinking lean. He says that should be juice in his cup. This is what Hefe says. So are you telling everybody that Ant Hefe is on prescription drugs that he's not prescribed, champ? Damn, Hef, you on that dope, champ? Champ, Hef, champ. So you was falling asleep because of the dope, champ? Hef, champ. I didn't want to believe it, but your boss told on you just now. Y'all stay away from that lean shit, bro. You heard? I don't want nothing to happen to my son's chocolate heart, champ. On my soul. This ain't got a Valentine's chocolate heart in his goddamn chest. On my soul. Yeah, ride around with an OG, you know me. Fat boy smoke a OG with the dope lean fofo to the police. Missing never give a hoe with a holy. As I proceed, getting money with my whole team. Cold D's gonna ride to the slowly. Oh me a bitch bad, but she chose me.
Let's just describe King Pill's mannerisms throughout this podcast. He was allegedly high and on shrooms, so that certainly was a different version of King Pill than we've ever gotten before. And
very appropriate timing, let's be real.
What are you adding that to the...
Yo, bro, this should be crazy, right? Because Adam, all y'all be high.
King Pill was not his usual self. He was a very fun version of himself the first two times that we had him on the podcast. This time he came on the podcast, it was weird. He was quiet. He said he was on mushrooms. He was just silent, sitting in this chair, whatever.
So because he was silent, that's why you went on and made it hot. Champ, pause.
Frame this as if I was like really trying to set up an
you was,
King
bro.
Pill beef, which is not actually my intent there. Hello, Julius. How you doing? That was not really my intent. But I asked and I mentioned, King Pill, you censored some of the disses out of your song. Now I'm going to give you guys the backstory on that. Is that when I was in New York, I was with Hit a J3, Bomb to Juno, King Pill, and the conversation happened while we were all driving around an SUV together that maybe King Pill should consider censoring out some of the swear words from his, or not swear words, but gang disses from his songs, because in particular there was one diss that could very much be perceived as a diss towards the 8 Trays. However, where King Pill is from, that same diss refers to another hood, Ant Hefe from 8 Tray Gangsta Crip.
Why is Adam explaining this shit, bro? My son giving knowledge right now. Yeah, so where he's from is the trades, and when they from, they the trades, but he's 83rd gangster, and then this was that. So why son ran up on you? Let's get to that. You want to draw this shit out because what you about to say is diabolical.
That he censored out the swears. I didn't mention who, not swears, but gang disses. When I said that, I didn't mention who might be offended. I didn't mention what it was.
You did say it. I almost don't want to tell you what he said because you may feel a certain type of way about what he said. Like, so you sort of did put that shit on Ant Hefe, bro. You know what you did, bro. You know what you did, bro.
But very quickly, the Ant Hefe energy changed. And there's it's on the No Jumper Instagram in which you could see Ant Hefe kind of turning up. Not being super disrespectful to King Pill, but making it clear that he don't mess with that's not cool, etc. Everybody saw it, and then it got very, very, very awkward sitting on this.
Bro, that's not what he did, bro. Yo, listen. And I seen this shit with 4 Extra, bro. Anybody that y'all feel could be intimidating, and this is for the average viewer, this is for them at No Jumper, whoever they feel could be sort of dangerous, they big, they dark. You know what I'm saying? Everybody feel like these is like super tough, bro. Oh man, yo, bro, you see what he did? Like, bro, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing.
Couch, because you have King Pill reading the chat. You have Ant Hefe reading the chat. They're both facing directly towards the chat. And are 100% paying attention to it, reading it, and the chat is going off on King Pill. You ducked it, you tucked your shit, you's a bitch, you's a pussy, you was ranked it, like, etc. You just everybody going in on King Pill, basically clowning him. A few, maybe 5% acting like Ant Hefe kind of a bully or whatever. But the overwhelming narrative was King Pill, you just tucked your dick between your legs. Anyway, we come to.
So here goes Adam with the plausible deniability to, I'm going to put this on somebody else. It wasn't me, champ. I mentioned it, but, I didn't say who was directed to. I didn't say anything like that. They was reading the chat. Both of them was 100% tuned into what the chat was saying. Y'all made that situation happen. It wasn't me. It's never me. It's never the cream cheese. It's always somebody else. It was y'all, champ. This nigga's crazy.
End of the podcast. And I even noticed Ant Hefe kind of trying to like be a little cool to King Pill after that, like kind of saying like a few things to him. But for the most part, they didn't really interact. For the rest of the podcast, and King Pill went silent. He barely said a word for the entire rest of the podcast.
Ant did try to be chill, though. There's a couple times he would like respond to what he said in a chill way.
That's because you put him in the trick bag, bro. You put them in the trick bag. You said you was going to put them in the trick bag, and you put them in the trick bag, bro. This is what you said.
I kind of feel like we saw a little bit of a different version of Ant Hefe yesterday because of the fact that he came in no lean, notably.
Just no lean. Ant Hefe say he don't be drinking lean. He says that should be juice in his cup. This is what Hefe says. So are you telling everybody that Ant Hefe is on prescription drugs that he's not prescribed, champ? Damn, Hef, you on that dope, champ? Champ, Hef, champ. So you was falling asleep because of the dope, champ? Hef, champ. I didn't want to believe it, but your boss told on you just now. Y'all stay away from that lean shit, bro. You heard? Real talk. I don't want nothing to happen to my son's chocolate heart, champ. On my soul. This ain't got a Valentine's chocolate heart in his goddamn chest. On my son. Yeah, Ant.
And it just felt like we were kind of feeling like a degree of aggression from Ant Hefe that we hadn't really seen. Like even when him and Munchie got into like a weird argument about like who's the most violent race or.
So you're saying, yo, Adam is diabolical, bro. So you saying Ant Hefe was off the lean for this day. He had a bad attitude, so he was going through withdrawals and caught a flat tire. So he was already mad. This is a different Hefe. He had an attitude today. My son Hef had an attitude, champ.
The level that relatively simple argument got to was like kind of intense. Like it kind of ratcheted up the aggression to a degree that I wasn't really expecting. Either way,
dumb for even like responding to it.
Yeah, that got kind of intense too. Either way, podcast ends, and I think everybody's thinking in the back of their head, we got to get these guys out of here in a timely fashion and in a way where nobody has any interaction, whatever. So what's up? So we finish up stuff here, go out there. As I walk out there, I see that Ant Hefe is already kind of dipping and that Munchie's like damn near out the door and the Pomona boys and King Pill are the only ones left, right? No big.
Yes, it is a big deal, champ, because they about to wow you out for that bread, champ. They about to wow you out for that bread, champ.